So we find ourselves here together in satsang, and with this capability of being a highly sensitive and receptive vibrational vehicle, capable of amazing intelligence, of deep and profound love and peacefulness. Why do we suffer? Why are we confused? Why does humanity experience a war, power-mongering, control, that need to control others, narcissism, judgment, fighting, jealousy, all these passions that are fiery and destructive, playing out in a global, ongoing drama. When the human that is being is capable of such profound love, peace. We are delicately formed on an energetic level, resonating, capable of resonating at an incredibly high frequency, the frequency of peace, the frequency of love, the frequency of harmony. So why is humanity suffering? Why do we see destruction everywhere we look? The destruction of forests, the destruction of the earth, the destruction of the waters, the oceans. Violence and abuse on a global scale. Why is this occurring? And the answer that comes here is because we have identified instead of with that amazing frequency of peace, of love, that we can tune into in the meditation, into that sense of being. We have identified ourselves as a separate self, and it's all about me, the separate self. Me separate to you. My story, my life, my house, my food, my. And this of course, can be blown out of proportion when it becomes my country, when it becomes ownership and we completely lose touch with the fact that there is one consciousness here, expressing beautifully and wonderfully as multiplicity and diversity. And as long as we remember that I am you and you are me, I would do no harm there. Because apart from the destructive patterns that we've taken on in our life, we don't set out to harm ourselves. We don't set out to consciously cause pain to this body-mind, apparently. Yet, because of all the patterns that we've taken on, the beliefs that we've taken on, I'm not good enough, I must be better. Again, all because we're identified with ourselves as ourself, the separate, me, the separate self. Imagine if we could take that separate self and sit it back inside the whole and rest deeply here and feel the one vibration, the one resonance, the peace resonance, without the struggle of desire, without the struggle of aversion, without the fear of me dying, but just to rest back as a vibrating, energetic expression of being in this moment. Then there would be peace. The way humanity has moved through history, through struggle and drama, through fighting, through genocide, through rape and pillage and plunder, through conquering, through slavery, through sex trafficking, through child abuse, through family violence. All of this, all of it is a reflection of our mistaken identification with ourselves separate, the self that is separate. The unified being has been lost. And with the stirring of the pot that's going on in the world at the moment, globally, people are calling out for freedom, aren't they? In Australia, we have a freedom party, and their policy is freedom, freedom, freedom. People are marching in the streets, asking for freedom to move, freedom to choose. But this is all a reflection of the loss of our inner freedom to be free of the tyranny of the mind, the mental vrittis of the mind, the clinging, the aversion, the fear, the egoic attachment to me, the separate self, and my story. But people are waking up, just like the people in this room. We're waking up. There's now a strong inner urge for that inner freedom, which of course ultimately will reflect the outer freedom, reflect as the outer freedom. But first, the inner freedom has to come. And the more people that are popping, pop, 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 and waking up and choosing inner freedom, the greater the opportunity for us to experience this outer sense of freedom, global freedom, freedom to choose.